Okay, now, so who is the artist? Because I saw so many people.
Well, we've been told that there's a bad accident on the highway, so our artist cannot get here. He's been on the way here for the past 2 hours or so, but he's still not here, so we're going to engage him in his car.
Or wherever he is right now. Okay, I think he eventually go home. He eventually goes somewhere.
Oh, okay.
That's comfortable, so.
Oh, okay, all right. You know him as Emma, oh my God. What's her name? But his real name is Emmanuel Edunjobi, and he's a young man from Ogun State who actually studied what they call Ilek. You know what that is?
Good morning, sir.
Well done, sir. As well.
When you are coming to our studio, you leave home 4 hours before, because anything can happen on the expressway.
Yeah. You should have told me I should have even booked a flight, actually.
Okay. Well, because we don't have much time for this conversation, and I know that we're going to have to bring you at another time to have this conversation, and we've wanted to have this conversation for a long time. We'll come to Obali Jesu, but you have traversed 3 different careers, so to speak, within the past how many years? You've been a comedian, you've been an actor, now you are into music fully, or exactly, tell us the journey.
So basically, originally, music was always the first love, you know, like I grew up playing musical instruments and all that stuff. And I started actually with music. It did not just blow, you get, because back then I used to work in a radio station. I was a producer, so I had to try to put out my stuff. But on the side, all these things have always been part of me, you know. For example, the comedy, that started with, you know, my mom. I grew up with a single mom, and, you know, she used to go through tough times, and I was not the guy of soothing words back then. So as opposed to trying to say, I want me to be better, I'll just try and make her laugh, just create, you know. So that was how that started. Then acting, you know, once you do stand-up, you should always be able to act. So I think it's from my stand-up comedy and my online skits and stuff. That was how I got my first acting gig. I think that was a wedding party back then and everything. But basically, music has always been the first love. Even my comedy side, you realize that it was majorly music comedy, you know. So the only thing I would say changed was I wasn't always going to, I've always been a church boy, you know, but I wasn't always on the quote and unquote the spiritual side, you get. So that's the side of me I got to discover as I went into the music journey more, and it was more or less like discovering purpose and getting connected to what I believe, you know, God wants me to do and all that, you know. So yeah.
Well, so why did you go and study engineering then?
Let me tell you the truth. When I was, so first of all, when I was, don't let me say was, I am a very bright guy. Because if I say I was a bright guy, go come be like say I don't turn Olodo. You know, I was like in school, I was just club president, all that stuff. I used to go for that. I don't know if I can mention the brand, but that mathematics competition they did, I was the one that represented my school. So I was like that. So when it was time to go to university, I tried some other universities, and for some reasons, you know, public universities, for some reasons, some things chased me away because me, I'm a soft guy. When people see me, they assume a lot of things because I'm tall, but I don't get me, let me. So it now came to the point that they were going to take me. I went to Covenant University. So when my mom was, because she tried, it wasn't easy that time when they were trying to get me there. Meanwhile, all the while, I wanted to study. I was looking for the course that had the least number of years and that seemed easiest. Me, I just wanted to go to university so that on any boy, Paris school. I just wanted to go to uni. So basically, down there, I knew I wanted to do music. So at that time, I thought the course for me to do was going to be computer science, because when I checked, you had 4 years and kini computer. Apparently that's in tough. You know, but when I was going to choose that, my brother-in-law told my mom that you are paying this large amount of money. Let's guy do engineering now, because he was an engineer himself. So according to him, it made more sense to just engineering. So that was how I found myself. It wasn't easy though. But
okay. You know, we're going to have a more elaborate conversation with you, you know, some other time,
yeah.
hopefully very soon. But talk to us about this this trending song of yours. I know that you have this annual Faji Friday concert that you do and all of that. When did that start? And then all of a sudden, we now see that you don't even need to produce a music video for this song because the video has been produced for you already. So tell us about, you know, that song.
Yeah. So there's actually even a music video for this. Not exactly a music video. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. So this is not actually this is just the fans video we put out some days ago. If you check my YouTube channel, Obanijesu Live, you will see the live performance, which was it's not still the original video. So this came about. Can it be brought a bit because I'm using my earphone, so it's distracting me. So this came about last year. Easter. This is not even Faji. This was I called it exclusive Faji. So it was a show that I did last year Easter, and I made it free to attend. So I funded it myself and all that stuff. And we had a big plan, you know, because we paid for like about 8 professional cameras. I just really wanted a good concert and all that and everything. And it didn't come out as we expected. For example, our videographer was robbed, so we didn't even the video. So if you see the live video where we were singing, you realize that was just the instrumentalists that were being shown because that was just a camera angle. That was the only shot we could get. So I was so discouraged. And I had the audio because we record our audio in multi-track. I'm a producer, you know, sound engineer and all that stuff. So I had the audio, I mixed it and I liked it, you know. But I was so discouraged, I didn't want to put it out. But eventually I just put it out with that video that I didn't like. So I just put it out there and forgot about it, you know. So, and meanwhile, this song originally, I sang this song in 2019. It was my first collab then. So the chorus is not mine, it's from one international person. Then I wrote the song around it. So I'd forgotten about this song, and you know, my energy was on other things, trying to blow other things. And from nowhere, this one just really started trending. And you know, so I'm somebody that understands trend because that's even how I came about. You know, my first ever video that trended on Instagram was that you can lie. That the video thing I did back then. Please, somebody delete that video on the internet. My daughter must not see that video. You know, so so that was how I started. But this one, even with my experience and quote and unquote expertise, I can categorically tell you that I have no hand in this. You know, and it just really connected to it because even the trends, when you see the video, you see deep connections. You see that. I don't even know how to explain it, but one thing certainly is the fact that I just believe it was just God that was just trying to let me know that, guy, it's not by your power, not by your mind, too. It's not by what you think. You know, I do what I do when I want to do what I want to do, because this is the biggest trend on any of my productions I've had. And it's the ripple effect I started pouring on my other songs because the numbers are going up left, right, and center. And people are sending me, you know, messages and saying things that are beyond my understanding, you know, quote and unquote testimonies. You know, I always like to say, I'm not pastor, I'm not, you understand, but people are saying healings and all those kind of things. And I just know that it's something that God just wanted to proclaim in his name and just let me and everybody else know that, yeah, truly he is king and he does what he wants to do at his own time, you know. So I would just want to give all that glory to God if you guys will allow me, you know. So it's not yeah, it was our recording, but outside that, I have no hand in it, and I just thank God because it has even my brand. A lot of things are going on now that you guys will see eventually. But majorly, one thing I would like to say about it is I just feel that move that we should follow the revival, quote and unquote, as it's coming. So I'm going to now have the Obanijesu concert on Easter Sunday, which is going to also be free this time around. Also, just for everybody to gather and just proclaim that Jesus Christ is King, you know. So yeah.
Well, it's very interesting that you put it this way. Sincerely, I really wish you had more time, if not for that horrible traffic that you have been lost in. And I'm almost certain that...
see no traffic.
But don't worry, Ima. We sincerely, we really have to go now. Otherwise, we'd have just said, you know, maybe one of those days, bring you back here so we can have a fuller conversation and give guidance. But I've been reliably informed that we shall be at your concert, so that, you know, at least let's have some fun and know that indeed, because it's a huge thing. I mean, I saw that video, I'm like, did the man send the word around that everybody should just do this thing, and then they send and
You
collaborate?
saw that Oyibo that was also singing. There was an Oyibo there that was singing.
Yeah, I saw. No, that one, that Oyibo, that guy, he does it all the time. Any Nigerian music, he will just go and pick it. That guy, he will just go and pick it, you know. I mean, it's really very interesting. And sincerely, I really wish we had more time with you this morning, Ima. Oh my God, but.
So next time, just book a hotel for me to come and lodge the night before. So that
well, it is something. It's something. If it is something, it's something that we have to think about and really bring you on, because it's wonderful to celebrate such things with you. And
that time you need to leave home by 8 o'clock so you can get here on time.
No, if I'm in the hotel besides the.
Yes, I mean that's. In fact,
Thank you very much.
Because of you, I'm going to look around because.
No, it's not that deep. It's not that deep.
Emmanuel.
If I knew about the traffic, if I left, like she said, 8 o'clock. The traffic in Leno, and I don't like traffic. I don't.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, bro.
And good luck at your concert.
Amen.
Easter is in 2 weeks, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. Take care, Ima. Emmanuel Edujobi, otherwise known as Ima. Oh my God. We didn't even get to ask him why Ima. Oh my God. But we'll ask him that next time. Certainly. Next time we see him.
He was lost in traffic. Now he's been found.
And you at home, thank you very much for spending your Saturday morning with us on Sunrise. I'm Alero Yudu, wishing you all the best and see you next week.
Don't forget, it's important for us to keep the peace and keep ourselves one, and know that there is only one nation that we have. Do that with the next person you meet. I'm Makinde. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Bye.